What's up, y'all? It's Jimmy coming guys with another video. Before I get into the video, as always, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And when you guys hit subscribe, please make sure you guys are hitting that notification button. So getting right to the video, I have another review for y'all. This time it is on a pair of sneakers that came out not too long ago. So I believe these actually might be a retro from Nike, but I picked these up off of Sneakers. And I will say this was a pretty easy shoe to cop. If you guys wanted them and you guys tried for them on Sneakers, you most likely got them just because they are not heat whatsoever. There's no resale value, there's no hype behind them, so it's really just one of those shoes. If you wanted it, you were able to get it. But getting right to the review, here is the box that the shoes come in. So your typical Nike box, but this time it is in black. And I think they usually do this for sneakers that are a little bit more, I want to say, special or limited, even though these weren't limited whatsoever. But moving on to the size tag of the box, size tag reads Air Trainer 1 SP. Colors are dark smoke gray, black and iron gray. These are a size 8, and I will say they fit pretty true to size or a little bit snug. I feel like maybe I could have gone up half a size, so keep that in mind if you are planning on copping these. And finally, get into the shoes. So just right off the bat, I know this isn't going to be a shoe that is for everyone. It's a shoe that is definitely pretty out there, I mean, it's not super out there, but the design isn't very minimal. Like, there's a lot that is going on. For myself, the reason why I gravitated towards the shoe is because of kind of like that retro trainer look that it gave me. I just kind of love the overall look of the shoe. Even though this isn't my favorite colorway that Nike has dropped in the shoe, I think the shoe itself isn't bad at all. And I'll definitely point out, I don't think this is a shoe that really fits into, I mean, I guess you could kind of argue against that, but I feel like this isn't a shoe you would think that it would ever really be super trendy. But getting right into the outsole of the shoe, you have your light gray outsole. And just to keep it simple, I'll use light gray and dark gray for the two colors just because I don't know exactly what the size tag says. But here is your light gray outsole, and you have a small Nike branding right there. And then moving to the midsole, you have a green midsole. So weirdly enough, this color is not listed on the size tag, but just to keep it simple, like I said, we'll just call this like a Volt color, even though it's not Volt. But you have a Volt midsole that does wrap all the way around, or not all the way around, but basically 75% through, because then you have parts of the outsole that wraps up, so you do have hits of that light gray. So then moving on to the uppers are composed of a good mix of variety of just kind of material, colors. I mean, maybe just starting off with the heel. You guys can see the heel is made of the darker gray, black, hits of 3M. You have your Nike Air branding on the back and a little mini swoosh right there. I will say, just looking at the shoe, I could see why someone wouldn't like the shoe, just because there is a lot going on, maybe some stuff that you wouldn't really want to see on a sneaker, at least in 2022. But you also have an inner swoosh, or not an inner swoosh, but a mini swoosh on the inner portion right there of the heel. And then moving more towards the toe box in this middle section, you have your swoosh, which has a 3M backing, I believe, and the swoosh is made out of like a ripsock material. And there's also this clear netting, which I believe is just on the side and not anywhere else. But I'm pretty sure the netting on this either inspired the Air Jordan 5s or the Air Jordan 5 inspired this shoe. But definitely the same shape, same netting, same material. So one of them had to have influenced each other, but you also have that same netting on the inner portion right there. I will say the one thing I do not like about this shoe is just the overall materials. Everything does feel a little bit cheap. I'll say, like, I don't know, it just feels like the quality of the leather isn't that great. The nubuck feels pretty rough, and then the netting and the ripsock material isn't that great as well. And then moving to the toe box. So the toe box is a very complex toe box. So before you even get into the main portion of the toe box, you have a little clip area right here. So I'm pretty sure most people, if you have the shoe, you'd wear it clip. I know that's how I would wear it. I wouldn't leave it unclipped, but you can clip it down. I'm guessing make the shoe a little bit tighter. And then moving on to the toe box. The toe box is a ripsock material. The shape of the toe box is very similar to what you see on like an Air Jordan 1 or a Nike Dunk. And then moving to the tongue portion, you have a ripstop material tongue, and then you have kind of like this piece of fabric that goes down the middle, which you can basically lace the laces through. This part I'm also not the biggest fan of. I don't know, there's just something about whenever a shoe has this right here, I just feel like it kind of restricts the shoe a little bit too much in my opinion, and aesthetically I also think it doesn't look that great. But that was all the details of the shoe. Now I'm gonna show you guys how they look on feet. So I hope you guys enjoyed the on-foot look of the Nike Air Trainer 1. Like I said, this isn't gonna be a shoe for everyone, but if you are wanting it after seeing the review, after seeing the on-foot, I think you can still get them on StockX for a pretty good price if you weren't able to get them originally on Nike. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this shoe? Are they a cop or a drop? For myself, I'll say initially I thought they were a cop, but holding it in hand, just really getting a closer look of the shoe, I might say these actually are going to be a drop for me. But to each your own, right? At the end of the day, it's all a preference thing. If you guys really like this shoe, then hey, so be it. But if you don't like this shoe also, this isn't a shoe for everyone. But that's gonna wrap up the video. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.